I saw a post online the other day where Trinidad Carnival was listed as the perfect place to go if you are single and you are looking to be in a relationship. And I had to pause because if we're being honest, Trinidad Carnival is not where you go if you are looking for a romantic partner. And the more women believe that it is, the more disappointed they tend to be. I want to be very clear before we go any further. I really love Trinidad Carnival. I grew up in the culture and I understand it deeply. But one thing I do not do is I don't romanticize it or make it into something that it is not. I understand why people say Carnival is a place to be if you want to meet somebody. You're surrounded by so many people, everyone is looking so good, energy is high, and people are friendly, open, and just in a very good mood for the most part. From the outside looking in, it looks like the perfect place for a connection to be made. But attraction and alignment are not the same thing. Trinidad Carnival is designed for a multitude of things, including expression, music, freedom, release from your everyday routine of all your responsibilities that you have at home, and a plethora of other things. But what it is not designed for, intentional dating, discernment, getting to know someone over time, or establishing emotional safety. The environment is fast, it's loud, it's transient. People are in motion, physically and mentally. Many women confuse attention with intention. And I get it. You're liming at the same feds, you're listening to the music, someone is dancing with you, being charming. All of that in the moment does not mean that they are available, aligned, or interested in anything further than what is happening in that moment. And Carnival is a moment-driven experience. It's similar to taking a shot. A shot is meant to be taken fast, enjoy the effects of it in its immediacy. Whereas an old-fashioned, on the other hand, is meant to be sipped, slowed, and enjoyed for the long run. I know for a fact that most women are looking for something more of an old-fashioned, but they tend to take the experience of a shot and treat it like it's an old-fashioned, and you cannot do that because they serve two different purposes. Carnival is short. People are visiting, emotions are heightened, and schedules are packed. That's not the foundation for evaluating a romantic partner. What often happens is women project meaning onto a connection that was never meant to carry that kind of weight. And that's where disappointment sets in. For first-time masqueraders, the expectation can be even higher. There is this quiet hope of meeting someone exciting, establishing a new connection, having a story, and even having this magical experience in this magical setting. But Carnival is not a place where you can expect romantic timelines. Carnival operates on momentum. It operates on speed. It's a very fast-paced experience in a very shortened period of time. And so 9 times out of 10, what you are experiencing at Trinidad Carnival is not even the tip of the iceberg of what you are probably expecting once you return home. Now, don't get me wrong. Carnival can offer a lot for you. It can offer you confidence, presence, self-expression, joy, and a reconnection with your body and your power. And honestly, that's already a lot. When women allow Carnival to be about themselves, they leave feeling full. When they make it about meeting someone and getting the attention of someone special, they end up leaving vexed. Real vex. And sometimes it's not even vex in that moment. The vexation sets in after you're done take your last lap for Trinidad Carnival on Carnival Tuesday. When you're done, get on your flight and you get back home, and some days, some weeks, and some months have passed. That's when the vexation sets in. Why? Because you're taking an experience that you had in a very controlled setting and applying it to now your real life. I only know 2 people off the top of my head who went to Trinidad, happened to meet someone who they were attracted to, and they ended up being together. I'm talking about marriage. I'm talking about kids. However, the sacrifice that had to be made was that one of them in each relationship had to move to another country in order for the relationship to work. And honestly, I don't believe that is a sacrifice that most women are willing to make. Is it possible? Yes. Is it likely? Not really. If your intention is to meet a romantic partner, Carnival should not be your strategy. But that doesn't mean that Carnival cannot support your dating efforts in a different way. Use Carnival as a place to enjoy yourself and not evaluate men. Being at Carnival is just one part of your story, one part of your life, and one part of the many experiences that you have. Use it as an opportunity to create more stories on your dating journey. Let Carnival strengthen the way you show up in other areas of your life where conversations can actually happen. Going to Trinidad Carnival and going to Carnival as a whole is a story in and of itself. It makes you excited. It makes people want to inquire more about you because they know that you are someone who is going to do things that you enjoy. You're not going to wait for anybody, and you are creating a life that you love, separate from the throes of a relationship or separate from being tied to somebody else. Date in environments where connections are more likely to happen. Dinner dates, being introduced by close friends, spaces where people are clear-minded and sober. Be clear about your intentions. I'm not suggesting that you cannot go to Carnival if you are looking for marriage or a long-term partnership. But what I am saying is that Carnival should not be the go-to place to meet someone. I know some people may say, well, I want to meet somebody who do the things that I do and enjoy the things that I enjoy. I get that. And I agree and support that 100%. But meeting someone at Carnival when you're probably not thinking as straight as you should be is not necessarily the place to do that. Again, it has happened, but the likelihood of it happening is almost 1%. It's like finding a needle in a haystack. When you release the pressure to meet someone at Carnival, you end up enjoying it more. You're no longer scanning the room. You're not waiting to be chosen by someone. You're not over-interpreting actions or intentions. You're not disappointed when things fizzle out afterwards. You're simply present. I say this with love and experience. Carnival is not lacking romance. It's just not designed for the start of a relationship. This is actually something that I talk through with women in short consultations, specifically those who are tying big emotional expectations to their Carnival experience, whether it be the desire to meet a romantic partner or something completely different. Trinidad Carnival should be seen for what it is, and the emotional experience that you should get out of it needs to be appropriate for what you can really get out of it. It's not designed to take anything away from them, but to help them enjoy it for what it is. And if you are going to Trinidad Carnival, one thing I do recommend is having high expectations for your beauty experience on Carnival Monday and Carnival Tuesday. When you feel put together, then you show up as your best self, not seeking attention from other people and enjoying the moment 100%. My Airbrush Carnival makeup experiences are designed specifically for that. Trinidad Carnival is not a dating app, nor is it a networking event, and it's not a shortcut to love. It's a cultural experience that's meant to be lived and not used. And when women allow it to be that, they leave clearer, more confident, and more connected to themselves. If this perspective resonated with you, leave a comment below. I'm curious to know how you've been thinking about Trinidad Carnival and what you are choosing to release this Carnival season. That's it for me. Until next time, stay beautiful.